So British students try shocking Korean Navy boot camp snacks. Now, for those of you that have been around for a little while, and by a little while, I mean like a couple months, you'll remember that when I told you about my boot camp experiences, the snacks involved were me eating toothpaste and then drinking mouthwash. Those were my snacks. That's how desperate I was. So I'll be curious to see what kind of things are going on over here.
Oh, look, so when we don't actually have to march, we can do it properly.
No, I don't know. If you're better at marching,
Yeah,
not marching.
yeah. Like, we're all walking in sync.
Today we take the boys to the PX, a hard-earned reward and treat for bootcamp trainees, and introduce them to some classic Korean PX recipes passed down throughout the years.
So PX is like the base store.
If possible, please. I can't use chopsticks. Is that okay?
Guys, not serious.
I can't use chopsticks. I'm sorry.
First up, we have gongjampong.
Okay, before we continue, I have to ask this, because you know I'm still new at this show, right?
Years.
Can I have a spoon?
Okay. It's been over a month, so grant me some mercy here, some grace. Who is this on the far left that can't use chopsticks? Bobby? Okay, that's Bobby. Blonde Bobby can't use chopsticks, okay? How about next one here? Who's this? Blonde Bobby, okay? And then here is Jaden, okay? Bobby, Jaden. Who is the next one? Max. Max, okay? And then finally on the end, Natty. Bobby, Jaden, Max, Natty. And am I saying that right? Natty? Naughty? Like naughty? Like a naughty Roscoe? Or Natty? Like Natty Ice, the beer. Natty. Okay, cool. That's actually a good that's actually a good answer, Tamara. Naughty. That's naughty. I guess if I was ultra wealthy, I'd say naughty. So Bobby, Jaden, Max, Natty. Okay. I will ask you again in 3 minutes.
Please, I can't use chopsticks. Is that okay?
Guys, not serious.
I can't use chopsticks. I'm sorry.
First up, we have gongjampong, a dish combining jajang and jampong. Why choose one when you can have both? Sprinkled with some frankfurters.
Nice.
Really interesting. Oh, great. Wow.
Thank you.
There's sausages.
Let me just bring the volume down a touch. It seems like it's peaking pretty hard. So they're throwing some frankfurters in there. Is this a normal thing? The sausages.
Wow. Yeah, this is delicious.
Do you know what that reminds me of? Remember when we put the sausage and like the cheese on the thing?
That was
Except just without the cheese.
You know what? That was one of my favourite school videos.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
How are you going to eat that? I can't stop laughing.
That's really nice. I know I had only a little bit, but that's really nice. That's actually pretty good.
Okay, now we got the other table. This is Armand on the left, right here. Armand, okay. And then here in the middle, this is the headmaster. What's his name? Unless I call him headmaster. That's Harvey. And then what about here on the far right? Oh, Harvey is over here. Okay. Armand, Mr. Smith, the headmaster, and then Harvey. Armand, Mr. Smith, This guy's younger than me. Can I get his first name? Willie or Dave? Dave. Yeah. Hey, Dave. Dave Armand, Mr. Dave Smith, Harvey. Okay.
Comfort food, isn't it? Been crawling through the sand all day, and you need something just to make you feel good.
Yeah.
Really nice. It's quite smoky as well. It's actually really nice.
Here you go, chef.
Smoky.
How's the sausage?
It's good old Frankfurt, isn't it?
Yeah, Frankfurter.
Because of the noodles being soft, I feel like the crunch of the sausage sort of elevates the noodles as well, which is really nice.
I don't think the sausages add much to it.
Oh, I like the sausage. I love a Frankfurter.
But it's almost like they're so big, it's almost like it's not part of it. You're eating the sausage and you're eating the noodles. That'll make it good.
Yeah.
Bit of cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or egg yolk.
Egg yolk.
Egg.
Yeah, well, I know that's where it comes from. Is that the same thing?
Next up, we have a combination of fire noodles with Chunei chicken.
Chicken fire chicken noodles.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we're doing a spice challenge.
Cheese, not again.
This is not a challenge.
What are you ready?
Chicken from the PX.
OK, so I'm going to struggle if it's really hot.
One of you sent me this right here.
We're doing a...
This right here. One of you sent me this when mail time first became a thing, and I was terrified. Now, it had some ass to it, but it was not like the nuclear, biological, chemical warning that appears on this thing. I was terrified. It was actually pretty good.
Spice challenge.
Cheese, not again.
This is not a challenge.
What are you ready?
Chicken from the PX.
OK, so I'm going to struggle if it's really hot.
It's not that hot, this one. It's not the super spicy one. It's just a bit spicy.
Oh, definitely a bit spicy, isn't it? You can't taste anything other than spice. I'm on fire. When you said, oh, yeah, a little bit spicy.
It was sarcastic. Yeah. They're the ones that we did to earn our first trip to Korea.
Whatever, I'll go with this. Okay, go on.
Someone didn't want to win.
Ready?
Take a bite and know what the noodles taste like.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, boy.
Bobby is dead.
It's your first time trying it in 2 years, Bobby.
Yep, then my mouth's on fire.
I had one bite. My mouth is officially on fire. I can't tell if the...
Now I'm wondering if I'm remembering it correctly. I can't even talk right. That's how nervous I am. They outlawed it in one country? What? Maybe I'm not remembering this right. Now I'm nervous.
Chicken's spicy as well, if it's just this. But this is lovely. That works really well.
Yeah, together. You like that now?
The chicken is so good. I'm not a big fan of this, but the chicken is good.
It's good, okay.
The taste almost reminds me of, like, chicken shop chicken.
Chicken's lovely.
The problem is, all I can taste now is the spice.
Yeah, it's proper
My
spicy.
lips are on a water's milk, by the way. Chicken's really nice.
Chicken being really hot doesn't help with the spice.
Oh. Settle down. Spat over the chicken. What is wrong with you? I know what will stop everyone else eating chicken. I will spit over it all. And you're left with the spicy noodles.
We just want to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, NordVPN. We've been really encouraged by all your comments saying how epic this series feels, because behind every episode, we've got an amazing team of over 15 people working their hardest to make it all happen. This series has been a real labour of love, and we're so grateful you guys are enjoying it too. NordVPN has been a long-time friend of the channel, and without their support, it simply wouldn't be possible to make content like this. With over 6,000 servers worldwide, NordVPN offers fast, reliable encryption for your internet traffic to give you privacy and peace of mind online. Installing NordVPN on your phone, tablet, or laptop is super easy, and then it runs in the background, keeping you and your data safe. A single account works on up to 10 devices, and there's a ton of other useful features like NordPass for password protection and a dark web monitor which notifies you of data breaches. For us and our team, using NordVPN while on the road has meant that we know our data and our footage is safe. So do yourself a favor and sign up now at nordvpn.com/KEMAN, and you'll get 4 months free when you sign up to a 2-year plan using our code. Now, back to the video.
What's this?
This is matashi, a stir-fried chili paste supplied in military PXs that's been voted the #1 thing discharged soldiers miss from the military.
Wow.
Is it spicy? Let's just do it all. So it can't be worse than what we just had.
Let's see.
Do you want to sneeze over it or something so no one else
It's good. It tastes very much like samchon.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. It looks wonderful.
No, this looks hot.
That looks like jelly.
It does look like jelly.
No, it looks like, you know, it looks a bit like gochujang.
Oh, that's true. That's very good knowledge. Doesn't know how to use chopsticks, but knows what the gochujang is. That's good.
Let's get some kim.
No.
Oh, that looks
I'm
good.
going to spoon it on.
No, this is how the Koreans do it.
Very nice, very good.
This is how Dave does it.
Oh, it's not a cheese cracker.
Oh, look, 3 different ways, yeah? 3 different... I wonder which one will taste better. Ready, 1, 2, 3.
That is really good.
That's really good.
That's really good. The sauce is a little spicy, but it's good spice.
It's a very familiar taste. We've had this quite a bit.
I really like
Delicious.
That's nice.
That is really nice.
that. Yeah, it's sort of cool in my mouth after the last one, so it's quite nice.
It's really good.
That's really good, isn't it?
really.
No, I mean, that's genuinely nice. Tastes great.
Next up, we have the PX's most popular dumpling, a spicy rib mandu.
Oh, yes, I love a good dumpling.
Why is everything spicy in the military?
Spicy, don't worry.
We know we're going to like this, don't we?
Yeah.
How do we open it?
Just go with the fingers.
I don't know.
Oh, it's hot. You can go with the fingers.
How are you meant to do that?
I mean, I don't know where this food is coming from in the PX, but like back in my day, it was like Lunchables, Oreos, and chocolate milk. It's like they were convinced we were children. Let me rephrase that. It's like they knew we were children. Oh, and ramen, of course. And cereal.
There we go.
That was it.
I could see being perfect after a long day.
Yeah.
They're massive. Look at the size of that. I thought that was 2.
Oh my God, they're massive. What the hell? They're huge. They're huge.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right.
Go for it.
That's good.
It's good. I think they'd be better if they were half the size, though. Don't need them that big, do you? I'd rather 2 small ones than 1 big one every day of the week. Because now you think I want another one, but they're huge. No. Do I really want one? But I do, so I'm going to have one anyway.
Oh, yeah. It's great. It was gone in like 2
Oh, I
bites.
really like that.
Delicious.
I really like that.
I love it.
That sauce is lovely.
I think that's my favourite so far, for sure.
Yeah, it's my favourite so far.
That's my favourite so far.
Not even that spicy.
My favourite so far.
They're really nice.
I like them. Best thing so far.
It's a little sweet as well.
It is a little sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
It's got a...
Yeah, there's a lot of flavours in this one.
I'll have the other half. Break it like a chicken.
It's going to go everywhere. Oh, it's a catch, it's a catch.
It was more just so that it didn't ruin your suit.
I love this soup. I don't want anything near it.
Considering everything we've eaten so far has been from a convenience store, the quality has been amazing, right?
Right.
Don't you think?
I think it's people are creative as well, making the combinations and just elevating normal, boring convenience food.
God, how many times have I eaten a Lunchable and been like, oh, the ham and the cheese is elevating this cracker? Yes, that's what you sound like to me, and I'm a little jealous. Do I sound like I have an accent to you people? That's right, you people. Because I don't feel like I have an accent at all. I have no accent. I'm just a guy talking words. I do? No, I don't. Shut up. I have an American accent. It's very direct and to the point. That's fair. I used to have a pretty solid accent being from New England, but that's a different story. Oh, I have a captain accent. Oh, I love that. Oh, that's good. A Tom Hanks accent. Damn it, Joyce. I'm gonna... You don't pronounce the T at the end of accent. 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 Huh. Never noticed that. Accent. Well, it feels like the G at the end of other words. I'm cooking. Nobody does that. Cooking. I'm cooking. I have an accent. I'm cooking with an accent. Well, I'm going to burn this one into the ground.
Really enjoy it.
I know, this is like restaurant food in the UK, right?
It feel like a treat.
Yeah, like you could pay like about up to 10, 15 pounds.
All we have in the UK is Haribo's.
I thought they just bought it. They also cooked it.
Now the next one is a bit more creative.
Ooh, pizza!
Pizza.
What, with crisps?
Yeah, this is wild.
Crisps.
Is that crisps on? Is that those Pringles?
Ooh, pizza.
Huh?
I'm not sure about this one.
What is that? Is that Pringles? Let me just...
No, it can't be Pringles.
This is how they eat pizza in the military. They crush the crisps and then sprinkle on top.
Wow.
Oh, it is Pringles.
I'm not against crisps on a pizza, but it's also it's the toppings themselves don't look very good either, do they?
Ham.
Do you put crisps in your sandwich?
Crisps in sandwiches, crisps with chocolate, crisps work. Crisps with chocolate? 100%. 100%.
I honestly think we found the world's least cultured man.
I'm not joking. Have a ready salted crisp with a bit of dairy milk. A bit of dairy milk at the same time.
That's so weird. It's tamjang, no?
Try my best, guys.
You really well there.
I thought it was going to go way worse.
I'm going to do that. Oh, no. There's splinters in our pizza.
This is the most obscure pizza I've ever seen in my life.
Is that olives?
With crisps on top.
This is quite crazy.
I saw you just smash back squid for breakfast this morning.
Yeah, I know, but crisps on pizza is a new level of
Nothing
weird.
here seems like it should work.
All right, cheers, boys.
All right, moment of truth.
Pizza on crisps.
Crisps on pizza.
Crisps on pizza, rather. Sorry.
I like it. It tastes nice, but when you look at it, no.
It's all about the context. It's come from days and days out, shifting a log from one shoulder to another.
No, that is true.
And then having to balance it on your head, screaming out in agony.
Cut back to John.
See, and I imagine some of these recipes, if you will, are discovered because sometimes you don't have a lot of time to eat, but you need calories. So you just kind of shove everything together, stuff it in your mouth, hope for the best.
Screaming.
You know, the thing is, when we're on the bus, I said, like, just want like a pile of carbs. Yeah, you're really tired, you just want food, you want a pile of carbs. This is that exact thing.
You know what? It works. Olives on pizza. It works.
It does work. It does work. It's like that. It's an extra salty flavour.
We're so sceptical.
Oh, for sure. I still am sceptical.
It just adds a bit of texture to it.
A bit of crunch.
Fair enough.
You know what kind of people would love this? People that put crisps in their sandwiches.
Yes.
That's like the British equivalent.
How would you convince me that it's good?
Do you like pizza? Do you like crisps?
Done.
Done.
There you go. Persuasion. Persuasion.
I've got one more thing for you.
One more.
You guys have had a long day. So I thought it might be good. I don't know if you saw on the way in. Part of coming to...
Fried chicken.
Oh, this is lovely, isn't it?
Thank you, Jesus.
I don't know what that is.
Yes, you know what it is.
Yeah, you know what it is.
You know what it is.
You love it.
Moo?
Yeah.
Oh, I've actually had that, and I can't believe I actually liked it. I didn't know what it was, stuffed it in my mouth, and I actually enjoyed it. And then they said it was radish, and I went, what's that? And they explained it, and I went like, oh, you mean like Fraggle Rock? And they kind of looked at me like I was an idiot, but I enjoyed.
Yellow radish.
Guys, so part of coming to the PX is you get this little slice of freedom after a long, hard day. Being able to come somewhere like this and get the PX. Heavily discounted. All of these fun little food combinations.
I kind of feel bad for the people that we've left behind.
They know. I feel bad for the rest of our platoon.
Yeah.
They're gonna get PX taste, but can you see why now coming here would be a reward for doing well in training?
This is 10 million times better than what we did today.
It looks really good, doesn't it?
I'm going to chicken.
Cheers to the Navy.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Come
Well
That's a really good chicken.
Comforting.
Lovely. And it's not spicy, and you can taste the meat. It's definitely a
This
treat.
is what I want after a day in the military. Need some more?
Yeah, get stuck in.
Bit of radish. Really like radish.
I really like it.
And it's surprising, isn't it? We'd never buy radish. We'd never, ever, ever buy radish at home.
Today, you guys earned your food. I'm proud of you. Thank you very much. You rose to the challenge.
It was very tough.
It was. I threw my pants away.
Huh? What did you do to them?
There wasn't any try. There's no point trying to salvage what was left of them. They just went in the bin.
Oh, hold on. What happened to his pants? Why did he have to throw his pants in the bin? It's a valid question, Tamara. Not sure? Okay. Pants are underwear in the UK. Is that true? UKers. Oh, too much spice? Ruined his pants? Huh. Wow, that's a bad day. Okay. Interesting. So the more they went through the episode and they got to the end, they're showing this food come out, and it looks like they're in a restaurant, you know? And obviously they have like this food coming out is on a plate. There's like a wrapper. This is food that's been kind of cooked here, it seems. They show, this is totally like a little restaurant. Well, we didn't really have this. Like, we had the chow hall, which is where you went for your meal and you show your military ID and you get in line, and it's like a cafeteria. You just kind of go down, I'll have this, I'll have that, I'll have this. And then it's all just kind of covered because you're in the military and they feed you 3 meals a day. And then that was that. But then outside of that was basically like a 7-Eleven, if you will. And then it was just a convenience store, and you could go in there and you had to pay for everything, but that's kind of what it was. So it was your Lunchables, your Oreos. Every once in a while, if you were really, really in a nice spot, they might have a really disgusting nacho machine. So like you could have a big bowl of stale chips or crisps for you, other ones. And then you just, you shove your filthy hands in there because they'd never have a way to get them. Or if you were fancy, you stuffed your bowl in there, and then you would push the button for the meat, and like this toothpaste tube of disgusting meat, and half of it was like crusty and dark, would go out over your chips. And then the cheese, same thing, half of it was brown, and then like the fresh part came out, and then you'd crunch it all up into this little paste and you'd eat it, and it would be delicious. It was the best nachos you'd ever had. Oh, I miss those nachos. The chicken was takeout. Oh, it was like from a restaurant? I mean, this looks like a restaurant. And even if, I tell you, with these chairs and these tables, there was no place to sit in the PX. You bought your stuff and you left. There was like no loitering on the door. But I mean, and I'm not criticizing, like the fact is, like, I've been out of the military for 25 years. Like, shit changes, you know what I mean? Not to mention it's a different country, so of course things are going to be different. I just think it's interesting. Oh, that's clever. Oh, you see this right here? I didn't notice this before. So we got all these guys with hand cams, right? Go in for the close-ups and whatnot. But this right here, you can see this right down here on this bottom. This is a 360 camera. So this is literally filming everything all around the room. And then when they get it into the editing platform, then they can say, oh, there's this shot where Bobby almost chokes on his food because he's yelling. Let's go over there. And you literally just record everything, and then you can decide where you want to show the final product. Pretty neat. Trying to figure out where that might have been covered. That right there, that's a 360 shot from that camera. And here's one of the coolest things about 360 cameras. Matt Damon, in a director roundtable that I saw, was talking about the 360 cameras and VR when it first began to become consumable to the public. And he would say, when you film things in 360 and then you watch it on your VR platform, like a Quest or an Oculus Rift or a Valve Index, things like that, you play that video, and let's say you film the living room where you and your family are playing, you're playing with the baby. And the baby takes their first steps, and you capture that on camera. You put on your VR goggles and you can watch those steps happen again. And then you can replay it. You can turn around and look at your spouse and their reaction when the first steps happened. Or you can look over here and watch the dog taking a dump in the kitchen while all this is taking place. That's the beauty of 360 degrees of filming. It's really, really fascinating. It's a great tool. It's still got some ways to go, but it's pretty awesome. My YouTube title says, Director Reacts, were you director post-military? Yes. So when I got out of the military, I've done a whole bunch of stuff, military, paramilitary, like instructing weapons and tactics and things like that. And then in the last 7 years, I've kind of been a hybrid between weapons and tactics instructor and director, because what we ended up doing was realizing that we have, there's people all over the world that can find themselves in very scary conditions, military or otherwise. And we wanted to make sure that the lessons that we were teaching were accessible to all of these people, wherever they might be. So we started making our own training videos for the organization that we work with. So essentially my job as a director has been everything from, I'm the guy holding the camera. It is complete guerrilla filmmaking. We have to catch scenarios and events as they happen, and then I take it as an editor. I make it into something that can either teach what's happening. I can be the narrator. I can be the voice on screen, and then I break down this event and say, this is what happened. This is why it happened. This is what should have happened, and this is what we should have done to either prevent it or counteract it, and then so on and so forth. But that then, and I realize I'm really answering this question, that ultimately morphed into promotional stuff where companies would come from the outside, or units or divisions, military groups come from the outside and say, hey, we've seen your work. We like your work. We want you to make us a promotional video that shows our unit and what we do. We want like a badass reel that shows how badass we are, and not just like a music montage. I want it to feel like we are the storm that saves the day. Okay, I can work with that. Get you guys together. Let's figure something out. And that's how it morphed into what I do now. Yeah, so hopefully that answers your question. All right. I really love this stuff. I really like these guys. They're a friendly bunch. They get along with each other. And I love this context. It really brings me back.